Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best salary cap lineup that you can build right now for round 1 of season 6 here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's talk about salary cap. So, salary cap this season, for those of y'all who may not know, the ultimate reward is Dark Matter Dikembe Mutombo. The first round reward is Buddy Hield, who I already did a gameplay on. Admittedly, he's not incredible. He's a fun shooter, but is overall not that elite. But if you want that Dikembe Mutombo, you need to make sure you get this Buddy Hield card done. You only have one more week for this round. It expires I guess next Friday when content comes out, so make sure you're getting that done this week if you do want Dikembe. And I know I'm a week late on this video, so I apologize about that, but a bunch of other good salary cap rewards as well. I mean, you have a chance on the wheel spin, you have an opportunity for D-Rob, this Pink Diamond Coach, you get a good chunk of MT, some tokens, a deluxe pack, just a good amount of rewards in this, which is pretty darn nice in my opinion. But with that being said, this is my regular lineup. Sorry, the salary cap lineup that I would recommend is this one right here. Diamond John Starks, Ruby Julian Strawther, Pink Diamond Tyrese Thomas, Pink Diamond Jaren Jackson Jr., Pink Diamond Tyson Chandler, and then we got Diamond Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner, their dynamic duo off the bench, as well as Herb Jones and Mo Bamba. This is exactly 16,000 points in salary right now, which is the exact salary cap that you are allowed to run. And I do actually like this team a lot. It is not a 10-man, but it is a 9-man. By the way, first things first, for anybody who is not going to see the court at all in your salary cap lineup, make sure they are cards that only cost 100 salary. Do not waste any excess salary on these players. One thing I will say is I kind of wish 2K would raise the salary cap a little bit more, or make more cards have lower salaries so that we could run a little bit better lineups, because this lineup is, I mean, there are a good amount of pink diamonds, I guess, that are available for that 3,000-ish price point, but most of the top tier cards are still very, very expensive. And it's not that I think we should be able to run up a lineup of top tier cards, but a little bit more flexibility wouldn't hurt. If they raised it up to maybe 20,000 and it allowed people to run a couple more cards and have a little bit more versatile lineup. The thing is, you got to make sure you're using the value cards, and that's where Tyrese Thomas, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Tyson all come in. All three of them, for one, can play the whole game if I want them to. I have Franz, I have Mo Bamba to come in and give them breathers if need be. I got a 9-man lineup, and I could rotate it in so that everybody in this trio gets a little bit of a break if need be. But especially Tyrese, he is just an incredible card. For 3,000 salary, this card has elite sigs, an amazing release, really good card. He's on my main squad still, and I have a bunch of extra hoffs on my Tyrese as well. So I love this card. I think he's really good, and I think he's kind of a centerpiece. If you have this card, I would really recommend using him, because I think that for 3,000, there's just nobody else at his position for a comparable price point who's even really all that close. I will say I don't have every single card. There are certain reward cards and stuff like that I don't have that may be cheap. So if you have cards that are in that cheaper price point, definitely consider that. But if you look through these pink diamonds, I mean, some of them are good. Like Jordan Walsh is good. Who was it? Adam Morrison, who was at the top for 3,000, was good. This Larry Johnson's pretty good. Michael Cooper's pretty good. There's some pretty good cards. But I will say I feel like most of the best cards in the game are still very expensive. So being able to get a guy like Tyrese Thomas, who's a legit God Squad caliber card for 3K, is really nice. Additionally, I like Jaren and Tyson just because both of them are really good defenders who have nice, smooth, pretty quick releases and are very versatile athletically. So they have good speed, they're versatile elite defenders, and they can knock down a shot at a high level with very smooth releases. And that's really what's important to me. For 3K, I mean, you can get some other bigs for around this price point, but I mean, look at all the opals, 10,000. The bigs that you can run for 3K are just, I mean, LaFrance is pretty good, but he's 4K. He's more expensive. I would consider running him maybe over Jaren if he was 3K, but Joakim Noah's release isn't that great. Ben Wallace can't shoot. Walker Kessler's too expensive. Vucevic is okay, but not great. KP's 4K. He's not a terrible option, especially if you have extra hoffs on your KP. Dino Raja, also 4K. Another very good option if you have some extra badges on him. Both of those guys would be good as bigs as well. You can work 4,000 salary players into your lineup. I would recommend not going any higher than 4,000 at all with the salary of your lineup, because it will eventually reach a point where you just won't be able to get a good enough lineup for 16,000. Because the thing is, even if I were to replace these guys with golds. That saves me. I mean, off the bench, the thing about, well, first of all, let me talk about the Suggs-Wagner duo. I've talked about this duo a lot on my channel, but this is still, I think, pretty much a must run. Turns them both into like very solid diamonds. Franz is 6'10", as well as a lot of size. Suggs is 6'4" PG, so not terrible. So both these guys for 600 each is just incredible value. I like Herb Jones for 1,000, Julian Strawther for 1,200, and then Mo Bamba as well to kind of round off the team for 1,400, 1,200, and 1,000. Those are pretty affordable guys. There are other good affordable budget cards that you can run in for around that price point, but I will say a lot of the cards that used to be really good budget cards have gone up in price a little bit for salary, so you're a little more limited. I would say this Brandon Roy, maybe I should use him over Strawther. Maybe there are some other cards that I should consider at least, and there are some cards that I don't have again that are going to be cheaper in this price point. Gerald Wallace is a good option. I think Rui Hachimura, if you use his duo with Amethyst Austin Reeves, wouldn't be terrible. Big man wise though, there's just not that many good options for this cheap, which is why I think Mo Bamba for 1,400 is actually a really good price, because you're just not going to get that many comparable bigs. Ruby Nick Claxton, I believe, is 1,200 though. He's a good option as well, so could consider him. Overall, there's a lot of good options. Your salary cap lineup does not have to look exactly like mine by any means for you to have success. But I do think that if you can use a lineup like this that is decently well-rounded, has at least a little bit of depth in case of an injury, or obviously when cards get tired, because the games are long enough where running a 5-man will cost you towards the end of the game. One other card that I have not touched on yet, and I will talk about briefly why I'm using this card at point guard, because he's a new addition to the salary cap lineup, is this John Starks. Number one, he's 6'5" with like a 6'10" wingspan at point guard, so he's got a lot of size, but 97 offense, 98 defense, statistically very good. 95 driving, 95 3 ball in the and 95 driving dunk, which is really, really nice. He's also a versatile elite defender with good interior ability, really got on the perimeter, pretty good speed, 96 lateral quickness. Badge wise, he's got 13 hosts, and they're pretty much all good ones. Fast twitch, posterizer, agent 3, catch and shoot, limitless range, anchor, clamps, glove, precision dunker, blow by, right stick gripper at 94 feet. That is elite level versatility as a slasher, shooter, defender, and even some playmaking as well. Overall, very good card. Pretty much has everything else you want on gold as well at the point guard position, which is really, really nice. Does not have the immovable enforcer badge, but that's okay. None of these PGs really do that you have as an option for around this price point. And I think him, 1,800 MT, or sorry, not 1,800 MT, 1,800 salary for a really, really good versatile defensive PG is a really good use. Strawther just basically starts because Wagner and Suggs, I can't start them together. I would start Wagner at the 2 if I was starting Suggs at the 1, but I like Stark's defense more, and I think it's better to just have Strawther, and then I can bring Wagner off the bench, because Strawther defends his butt off, has a really nice release. If y'all watch DBG, I'm sure y'all have heard him rant and rave about, not rant and rave, but like just use this card a bunch and praise this card and talk about how good he is, because he is very good. He's one of the best like true budget cards in the game. As a whole, this is a really good salary cap lineup for what the lineups you're going to play against look like. You're going to play against a lot of lineups if you have a lineup like this that are just significantly worse than yours, and you just have a significant team advantage. So make sure you're running a good lineup, a deep lineup, and a versatile lineup. Use good cards and be smart about how you build your lineup, and you'll have a lot of success in salary cap. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.